You say, we say, the best deserve a statue. The Meteoriks Awards 2024, celebrating the past Demoscene year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and everyone outside of these binary boundaries,
welcome to the Meteoriks 2024 nomination reveal show here at Mountainbytes.
and we say a very, very warm welcome to dojoe and the Meteoriks team.
And thank you very much, Shana, for having us, and thank you to the entire Mountainbytes Orga for hosting us tonight. So as you know, the Meteoriks have been handed out since 2014 as kind of a spiritual successor to the Scene.org Awards. And so this makes this year the 11th year. So, nice. We're on a roll here.
Every year we look through thousands of submissions, through all the demos and productions you release throughout the year. We try to find the gems that are not just winning the compos, but everything that's really worthwhile, getting the beloved trophy that you can see in the background. So, we are bringing you in 11 categories, 5 nominees, for the big reveal, then for the laureates later at Revision.
Correct.
So, let's dive right into the first category, which is
new talent. All of the people who presented their first work last year and made a huge impression on the scene, or people who were already kind of known but weren't really known and made their first big splash in the last year. And I can tell you, we've had a lot of newcomers again this year, and we're going to look at the best 5 of them. Let's have a look.
The nominees for new talent. Moragic for Storm. Tea Drinker for This Is Internet.
The Internet.
Techno, 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 techno.
Flow and Tribalism for the Graphics and Audio in Play. Yukon Power for Decompress of Empty. And Sylvia for Love Among the Stars.
Well,
what a year.
Off to a good start, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, man, we've had quite a few interesting candidates in here. For example, Cheat Drinker, who kind of just arrived out of nowhere in the scene. And this year alone, well, past year alone, they released like 16 prods. What the hell?
16 in 1 year.
Now that's a lot.
And amazing ones. Look them up on Demoscene.
Really, really good stuff right there.
We couldn't believe it ourselves.
Yes.
And Sylvia actually had their very fast release during the Lovebite New Talent compo. So big shout out again to also the hosts of our not little but a size restricted sister.
Yes.
The Nano Awards.
Yes. Thank you very much for bringing all that tiny love to the demo scene.
Yeah, and especially being such a great gateway for new people. Right, for new talent, because now we saw Sylvia going from TIC 80 going to 4K releases
shader programming
and shader programming. So amazing work.
We love it.
Yeah.
And how many newcomer releases did we actually have? How much did we look through?
It was slightly more than last year. We had a bit more than 300 people who actually we had, where you constantly have to review all their releases and see whom are the best. And obviously we only can select 5, but I promise everyone already, without spoilers, we will see more of our newcomers that have not made it to this list within the next categories.
Yeah, plenty of them. So let's move right on to the outstanding concept category, one where we celebrate the prod that kind of moves beyond the established vocabulary of the scene, that brings new ideas, new concepts, that tries something bold that hasn't been done a billion times before. Like, screw ribbons. I mean, I like ribbons, but we've done them a billion times. Let's do someone who does curls.
Curls.
Let's look at curls.
Let's just look at the next ones.
The nominees for Outstanding Concept: Observer GLSL Techno Live Set by Observer. Bouncer by MFX. Floating Wilds by No Gap No Bacteria. Supersensory Investigation Point Borealis by Macau Exports. And Works for Everybody by Still.
All right. Now that was something, right?
That was something.
It was like, it was kind of obvious that Observer would make an appearance somewhere, right? That is, I just loved everything about that demo. Like, and just the idea of calculating your music in the shader, and while you're at it, just display the entire shader on screen and make it part of the visuals, because, yeah, why not show how the sausage is made, right? And that's also a big shout out to the entire Algorave scene, which I think the inspiration came out of an interview in Zine or something?
Partially, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, a Zine interview that we did with Yaxo. And in general, yeah, big shout out to, and a very interesting scene very similar to ours. Check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. What did you like? Well, everything obviously.
Everything obviously works for everybody still. It's just, in case you haven't tried it out yourself yet, download it, try it. It's actually interactive.
Yes.
It plays with optical illusions until the point where you notice that the computer is also tricking you into things. But it's so interesting to see. Just try it out, run it, and then move the mouse. So I love especially the interactive concept within it.
Yeah, absolutely. Download it, run it, see for yourself.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to move on to best executable graphics. The most beautiful still image produced from no more than 4 kilobytes. And it's amazing what people can put in there. So let's have a look at our nominees.
Tiny but big.
Oh, geez, I missed saying that sentence.
The nominees for best executable graphics: Fast and Furious by Kloss, Storm by Meteoriks, Frackalid by Evil Ryu, Wanshi Tong's Visitor Files by Juvie, and Early Bird by Meteoriks.
Jesus Christ, Meteoriks. You rock. I mean, that guy just appeared on the scene last year. He got nominated for New Talent, and now he's got not one, two productions in Best Executable Graphics, and deservedly so. Those are both absolute bangers. I so love that bird. It's so delicious.
And with his very fast release, he won the compo at Revision. I mean,
as you do, right?
As you do. Probably. No, don't worry, especially our workshop attendees. Don't worry. No expectation here. For me, I would like to call out Evil Ryu for thank you so much for never making me forget Kaled and Elden Ring, the area where I cursed most, and everyone who plays video games will know what I'm talking about. Thank you for reminding me of my nightmares. And a special thank you for Yuvi for his nomination entry, for bringing me to a better place. Avatar: The Last Airbender, for those who know. Very good show. Watch it. I love the pop culture references this year.
But so, I mean, can you tell me how we actually found all these nominees?
So,
did we actually watch all those prods?
Well, we have to, my dear Dojo. That's why you have a very hard job in then keeping people happy, because yes, for executable graphics, it might be quote unquote easy that you can reduce that list. We have 2,600 productions that we have to look up every single one. Yes. Big shout out to the jurors. So the categories like Best Direction, Best Soundtrack. They have to watch them all.
Do I get to make the gesture now?
Yeah, make your gesture.
Thanks, jurors.
Yes.
You're the best.
Thanks, jurors.
And thank you, Scene, for making 2,600 productions. You are also the best.
Also, a big thank you to everyone who helps us in the process by handing in recommendations. We received this year around 70 recommendations from everyone from the community. That helps us, obviously, at least knowing if we're on the right track. Just in case you're sending us all your friends, we do notice. But no, thank you so much. This helps also big times.
A shitload of work. We didn't have much time for it. We pulled it off. Massive respect, people. Well done. And that, speaking of massive respect, brings us to the next category, which is Best Oldschool Production, which is the best production on a platform with 8-bit bus or lower, 664, ZX Spectrum. It's gonna get bleepy.
Respect your elders.
Enjoy!
The nominees for Best Old School Production. In Color by Darklight and Offense. Multiverse by Na Color. Mojo by Bonsai and Pretzel Logic. Next Level by Performers. And Wonderland 14 by Sensor Design.
What a year, huh?
Yes, X has been back with a bang.
Holy crap, like 4 out of 5 demos in there were released at X. Who would have thought? Well, everyone would have thought, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the year. But we have one ZX Spectrum release, right?
And a lovely one right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
In color. Wonderful.
Yep. And I really liked Mojo, just because even if it's a cheesy story, I get it. Still hit home for me. Because I guess I'm in my midlife crisis too.
And of course, Next Level. Who was surprised? I think everyone expected this to happen. We can fairly say that this has been the Demoscene blockbuster this year. It's jam-packed with gimmicks, with crowd pleasers. They know what you want, they know what we all want, and they just put it together in 23 masterful minutes. 23 minutes of demo.
Yeah,
The comeback of the master.
Big shout out.
Demo.
Well done, man. All right. With that, we kind of move up the age ladder a little bit to the best Midschool production, which is where we gather the Amigas and the Atari STs.
Just wanted to say, what I say, you say? I say, you say?
Amiga!
Cool. So
There you go. There.
Atari. Yeah.
Okay, now you get the cookie. Enjoy.
Cool.
The nominees for Best Midschool Production. D-Funk by Desire. Emergency by Disaster Area. Super Sensory Investigation Point Borealis by Macau Exports. Replay by SMFX. And The Loop by Ghost Town and Haozhou.
There you go.
Mal gucken, ob es Licht gibt. There we go. Yeah, congratulations. Hey, D-Funk. I really love D-Funk. It's bouncy. The graphics are fantastic. And I would like to shout out especially Steffest and Gigabates, who were also newcomers this year.
You don't say.
Maze, of course, well known, smashing soundtrack. But Steffest, I think, even had their very fast release at Revision.
Amazing. And
The Eagle. Beautiful.
It's really great how established groups kind of start working with relative newcomers and kind of integrating into their productions so they can get their moment of fame and also deliver new value, fresh blood into the groups. So, and this is not the only instance of that. We'll see more of that. And yeah, likewise, I just love this 90s Amiga demo style, the blippy music, the upbeat stuff, just like Replay, which is also really colorful, nice design.
From Swiss MFX. Right? That's what SMFX means.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to Macau Exports for delivering a dark and brooding production on the N64, which I think is a platform that hasn't seen enough love lately. So, good job there. Thank you. And with that, we're going to move on to... This says best soundtrack. So
Yep.
I guess best soundtrack it is. We'll take a look at the demos that had the most compelling soundtrack to go along with them. Let's have a look.
Nominees for Best Soundtrack. Observer GLSL Techno Live Set by Observer. Hyrath by Xenon. Concreti by Glicksplit and Brainless Coders. Neocolora by Dark Age and Lemon. And A Study of Glass 2 by Virgil and Emrage.
There we go. And I mean, Observer again, huh?
Duh.
Kind of obvious.
So, yeah, let's move on from Observer. He's heard enough about himself tonight. Concrete. Now, this was released here at Mountainbytes, and we had big discussions in the jury because this was actually part of the FAST challenge that last year went through several demo parties where folks from MFX, from Still, etc. supported us by bringing in releases all with the same soundtrack. Everyone who was here last year may remember. So there is actually 6 or 7 demos with the same soundtrack. Our jurors had a lot of discussions. Is it then fair to have this in here? In the end, they had to decide the soundtrack is amazing.
It is a great soundtrack. It is a banger.
Glick split.
Glick split. That's how he calls himself. Glick split.
Just has an amazing track record over all those years. And the demo fit. And if it's getting up the list without someone noticing and then a big discussion breaking out, that concludes in no, he deserves the nomination.
Absolutely.
Then we give it to him.
Yeah, congratulations, man. And I really loved, I told you earlier how I love this 90s demo style. And Neo Cholera, that's 90s demo style in a nutshell. Just those strings, those chords, the piano, it's so, I just loved it when it ran at Revision. I was like, I'm in love with this soundtrack. Virgil chords, who doesn't love Virgil chords?
Yeah, I think last year no one got by Virgil in any compo. It was just amazing. And also, there may be a secret video somewhere of Charlie dancing actually at the Beam Team at Revision to the song. I think it was one of all our favorites last year.
So Soda 7 and Virgil, magnificent work. Thank you for that.
On all the platforms.
And also Virgil, what the hell? 2 nominations in one category. I was going to say compo. Good job, man.
So?
And that takes us to the next category. Outstanding technical achievement.
Uta.
Yes. Like, as some people say, the 3 pillars of the demo scene. Goat, bound track, and visuals, or something like that.
Sure.
And like this focuses completely on the code side, where every year we see productions that do things on platforms that nobody thought were possible before, or like improve on previous achievements a little more, like eke out that one extra sprite, eke out that one extra poly. And that's been a tradition in the demo scene forever, and we're still making big improvements, so let's honor them.
The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievements. Cyclop by Oxygen. Amazing by Desire. No Bounds by Genesis Project. Paketic by Brainless Coders. And Worms VBI by Attention Whore.
Yet another year, truly of breakthroughs. We say it again. Hello, X. Oh, it's doing the feedback again. So, Cyclops. Cyclops.
I think he pronounces it Cyclop.
Cyclop. By Oxygen. So, just not to get it wrong, I'm doing this. So, it spends mostly the chip RAM to pre-buffer the frames. There's so much going on in it. Very meta of you to then use the Netflix theme for this. It's a very nice insider joke. It hardly saves anything. Just look up the write-ups, look up the comments. It's amazing.
And it's actually a practical example of this eking out that one more sprite, one more poly, like we've done great things in Amiga. Let's do one great thing more. It's just that spirit. I love it. And also, dude, amazing. It's like, in case you don't know, as far as I understand, I don't know much about the ham mode, but usually Amiga can display up to 32 colors at the same time, out of a much wider palette. Ham is a special mode that was designed in hardware, as far as I understand, to get more colors on the screen at once, but at the cost of being a total bitch to control. So people usually only displayed still images at that mode. And we're like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to move anything. I'm just going to leave it like this. It's going to be fine. So Platon 42 comes along. 2 years ago, at Revision, he releases a demo that does everything in ham mode. Complete animation, sprites, everything. Technically super impressive. Lacked a lot on the design front. So he went off, got himself a designer, and delivered this thing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Very, very well done.
More puns. We all need more puns.
Wasn't mine this time.
So, let me ask you a question for a change.
Please do.
So, you couldn't decide on all of that alone, right? Dojoe, did you make all those decisions with those shadowy jurors? Has anyone ever seen them on stage?
No. It's all me.
Okay, it's only him, yeah. So
I just rolled the dice. Oh. No, really. We've had, as every year, we had a call for jurors late in 2023. Thankfully, a lot of our jurors of previous years stuck around, but every year we put out the call for more jurors, and everyone from the demo scene can join our ranks. The only important thing is that you have an opinion and you're willing to discuss it with others. So, if you're interested, please become a juror. We need people like you who want to discuss demos and help fuel this show, help award the best of the year every year.
if you just started typing with your opinion about our nominations, you're just perfect for our team.
Oh,
Please
you're welcome.
join. Please correct us directly next time beforehand.
This year, we had 33 volunteers doing the juror work of slogging through 2,600 productions. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we managed to create juries with about 5 people per jury, so people didn't get too overworked and could have each other's backs. Yes. So really great work, and I'm already looking forward to next year. Well, not now, but in like half a year, I'm going to look forward to next year. Yeah, and with that, we're going to be moving on to beauty, to the best visuals category, where we look at the productions that painted the prettiest pixels on the screen. Let's have a look.
Go.
The nominees for Best Visuals. The Legend of Sisyphus by Andromeda Software Development. Mechasm by Fairlight. Bouncer by MFX. Hallmackenreuter by Top Right Bottom Left. Floating Wilds by No Gap, No Bacteria.
Ich hab noch einen Koffer in Berlin. 3 nominees coming from Deadline. Venom, congratulations. Always feels like you're nominated yourself, right?
Yeah, but who can help releasing style at a demo party with that much style? So
As the people from Berlin say themselves, aber sexy.
I guess so.
And also, dojoe, congratulations on the Meteoriks nomination.
I obviously knew before today, but holy crap!
Finally, you're doing something for the scene.
Yes, I'm finally a real person.
A real
Thank you,
Demoscener,
Juris.
finally.
Thank you for validating my existence. No, I really, man.
And
This is
Pandora for the bug fixing, right?
that too. I'd say, oh man, it's such an honor. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about
ASD.
the others. Yeah.
ASD, I love that thing.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it's those people just they love mushing so much stuff together and polishing it to mirror shine, and it's all just it's not like other people just paste a few scenes together. It's just one big opus magnum from start to finish with volumetric point clouds and all those layers and all those effects, and everything's at the right place. And if there's something missing, then well, we just have to code it up, don't we? So, perfect work. I love it.
And Macasm, I can't even say much about that. I mean, you're getting Made in there, you're getting Smash, you're getting Gloom. What do you expect? What's going to happen? Of course, it's beside the soundtrack, of course, again, it's looking gorgeous. I remember sitting in that compo, just getting goosebumps. You'll see it later.
Your
I
goosebumps,
like
you
the
mean?
dark theme.
The goosebumps?
The goosebumps. You'll have the goosebumps. And you watch the demo and have the goosebumps yourself. You don't need to check it. It'll be
will.
fine.
All right. And with that, we're moving on to another best something category, which is best high-end demo. That is incorrect.
No, intro.
I read this wrong. Best high-end intro.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
we stay at
We're
the
moving on to best
smaller
high-end
ones.
intro, which is the greatest production in 64K or less.
And now on the PC. High-end PC. The new people, you know, the young'uns.
Young whippersnappers. Let's see what they can do.
The nominees for Best High-End Intro. Observer GLSL Techno Live Set by Observer. Photons Are All We See by Altair. Road Trip by LJ and Virgil. Sellafield by Nuance. And The Sheep and the Flower by Control-Alt-Test and Razer 1911.
Jesus Christ, it's that Observer guy again.
Yeah, look, Observer. Oh.
To nobody's surprise, really. And Virgil, also, again. Man, Virgil, you rule.
Virgil, you more content for the C64, please, perhaps? You did come up with something.
And I really, really love how Virgil manages to kind of create not just music, but really soundscapes and atmosphere in whatever LJ leaves over after he's done, right?
And there's not much left over after both are done. No, let's say ever. Yeah. The sheep and the flower. Control Alt test. Without spoilering the intro for those who haven't watched it yet. We love hoofed animals in this place. Thank you for bringing them to the big screen at this point. Still loved your intro a lot.
And speaking of the next category,
yes,
they actually, in 8K, they had a lot of space for direction. So let's take a look at more direction, which is best direction category. Let's enjoy.
The nominees for Best Direction. Play by Umlaut Design. Focused by Gaspode. Reality Check by Exist. The Interloper by MFX. And The Legend of Sisyphus by Andromeda Software Developments.
There you go. And what a nice selection. I mean, it's kind of impossible not to nominate play, right? I mean, that's direction and cinematics.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, I think
nutshell.
we were at Function and everyone was already making the joke, oh, look who's going for a best direction, the Meteoriks.
Yeah, and it's no wonder. And this is another example of this thing where established groups take new people in and if I say help them get to the big screen, that sounds condescending. No, that's these folks, flow and tribalism. Oh man, yeah, they stand on their own, and then Garge helped them, provided the code, and there we go.
Push them to go to a demo party, please.
Instant nomination.
Everyone, please do this. Take this example, because these two are just the sound design in that thing. No, that's not the category, but finally everyone can hear that beeping. I know not everyone can, and everyone can hear now that horrible beeping sound when you have an
If you didn't hear it, you could see it.
Yeah, finally, I'm not alone anymore.
Exactly. So, please, flow and tribalism, if you're watching, please make it over to revision. You're not going to regret it.
And to every local demo party in your country, please.
Yes, it's going to be fun.
Now, the same counts for Reality Check by Exist. Made, picked up Guillaume, now I'm always scared to say the names wrong, Guillaume and Bevel Dabe, who were also newcomers to whom this was their first production. I'm always getting a bit conscious when I see demos or people quoting Nietzsche. It's like, yes, it's okay, yes, you've read a lot of books, good on you. But no, this one, the somberness, the story that it's telling, the reveal in the end, it's just so well put together. It's one of those demos that I can show people that have never had any touch points with the demo scene so far,
They look at it and say, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
This is art.
And you want to know more about the story. I think this is also a very nice thing that direction does. You want to know more now. I want to watch the full movie.
Okay, so I guess you got a mission now for next year.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Have fun.
All right, and that brings us to the last category for tonight, which is Best High-End Demo. So now we've got all the space we can get.
All
We've got
gloves are
all
off.
the graphics cards we can get. Just go to town. Let's see who went to town the best.
The nominees for Best High-End Demo. Play by Umlaut Decide. The Interloper by MFX. The Legend of Sisyphus by Andromeda Software Developments. Mechasm by Fairlight. And Vague by Mad Wizards.
And there you go. Yes. Before we talk about the nominees, I have to say something. When I said, come to revision, you're not going to regret it earlier, it was not a giveaway. We don't even know who wins yet, because we haven't decided. The juries are still discussing that.
True, the jurors are still discussing that. And they are, for example, discussing Vague, Mad Wizards. I really love that one because you actually know, you watch that world that they created and you know the next street over that's not on camera, something is still happening. I have a feeling like I could travel there. There's world building, even though it is abstract. And yeah.
You can kind of get lost in it, right?
Yeah, you can get lost and even just make up the next street that's not on camera. That's what I really loved about it.
Yeah, lovely work.
And of course, my graphics card can hardly run the video as this.
Yeah, neither can mine.
Oh,
In that
God,
case,
the
unfortunately,
video.
YouTube to the rescue.
Yeah, but then it looks,
Well,
yeah.
and the Interloper.
You
Great
finally
demo.
get to talk about MFX.
I finally get to talk out.
You can't
We
not
discussed
talk about
this
MFX.
earlier, which demos we want to talk about. I kept wanting to talk about MFX. I kept wanting to talk about Bouncer. There, I said it. Now I'm talking about the Interloper. I love it. It's just this.
Yes.
Geez, I didn't even know MFX can do this.
Yeah, it was
It's too calm for MFX, you know?
It was funny, at the revision Orga, they knew I have some light sensitivity issues, and Chaos, the compo Orga, came to me and said, Shana, I have good news for you. You can watch an MFX demo. Yeah, it's so different from the normal style. And which does not mean that the normal style isn't amazing
love
already,
it. Yeah.
but this was such a big surprise.
All this artsiness and the camera pans and just this squeaky clean museum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
okay, enough gawking. That's it. That's it. We made it through. You made it through. You can finally go to watch demos.
And the jurors can now start to 3, 2, 1, fight! Who can actually become the laureate?
Yes. I want to say thank you very much to all of our nominees, to all of the people who made these great productions. I want to say thank you to all of our jurors for the breathtaking work of wading through all of these productions in less than 1.5 months, and coming up with these nominations. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gobshit work that you went through. It's probably not the right adjective, but I'm using it anyway. And also, many, many thanks to a few of the people in the background. First of all, to Psykon sitting up there and running all of the videos behind us. Thank you very much. Speaking of videos, let me reiterate my yearly sentence. dIRTIE ist eine geile Sau.
Die geilste.
dIRTIE, who produces these videos every year, and every year they're amazing. And when I reviewed those videos 2 days ago, that's when, for me, the Meteoriks became real. Because everything came together. The jury decisions, the voiceover by Ziphoid, the videos, the video captures, everything. And I could envision this show happening, and it became real to me. Thank you, dIRTIE. Amazing work. And thank you to Ziphoid, the fucking trooper, who recorded all the voiceover with a hell of a cold. Did you notice? I did not.
No, the man is still butter smooth with a frog in his. That's what we say, yeah.
Thank you all for that. It's been a blast.
Get better soon.
And as for you, we'll see all of you again at Revision for the big laureate reveal show. So, see you there. And stay tuned. Friday at 8.
And now, I get to invite you to a very long demo show. We'll see if we can fully run it. 3.5 hours. All the demos that you've just seen. Well mixed. Don't think that there will be an old school and a new school block. So you have to enjoy it all and not just go by your personal preference. Yeah, we hope you enjoy. Lean back, watch some demos. Or we can get perhaps still some deck chairs for you to rest in. And hope you have a good evening.
Food, have a beer, talk to your friends, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
And of course, those amongst you that have been nominated, yeah, get big hugs.
Congratulations.
Good night.
We'll see you at Revision.